Hey guys, how's it going? I know I was gonna do this stream a little bit. Actually, I was supposed to do it yesterday, and I didn't get a chance to do it because I realized that I'm not just gonna be able to plug this in and stream it like I normally do. Anytime I do a live streaming thing where I'm just streaming my game through Restream or through OBS or whatever. But because this is such a convoluted game, and we're not going to be able to get through everything, and we'll get into why in just a second, but I wanted to show you as much as I could. And in order for me to do that, I had to use a separate camera, and using Restream or OBS was just a fucking headache to deal with. So this was the only solution I found that actually worked. So we can actually take the dock out, show you things that are on the screen. There's going to be things that we can't show you because my capture card I bought with the intention of only streaming. I was only ever planning on streaming Nintendo Switch 1 stuff. So I bought a 1080p 60 frame maximum thing, which is what the Switch 1 can do. This thing can do 4K 60. It can also do 144 at 120 or 2K at 120. So there's going to be a couple of things which I'm going to have to tell you what they are. We're also going to explore a lot of stuff as we go along. There's also parts of this thing that we can't access because we don't have the required hardware. There are certain tech demos and things that you have to do to progress through the game that you absolutely have to have the peripherals that go along with it. So there's a part in this about the camera. I don't own a camera. I don't ever plan on owning a camera. I do have a camera, but it's this one, and it works with the Switch too. But whatever. But to basically make this video too long didn't watch, I will answer your question really simply. Is Nintendo Switch Tour or Nintendo 2 Welcome Tour, is it worth it? Short answer is no. For most people, no. For me, I think it's not really worth it, but it's giving me some value for that $10 I spent. I don't know if it's worth $10 worth of value. Now, this would have been great if it was just a pack-in game, but lo, it is not. And I'm going to disconnect this controller because I don't know if we're going to be having to use the Pro controller, but I brought it anyway, and I was playing Breath of the Wild as whatever. But unless you're one of those people that is really interested in like the tech aspect of Nintendo's new system and why they made the choices that they made, then this is not going to be for you. Even the tech demos or the little mini games that are included on it, I do not believe are worth it at all. There are a few things that are kind of cool that I can show people, like, hey, anytime I ever hear someone say, like, eyes can't register more than 60 frames or 30 frames. I've heard that one too. So I'm actually putting these on wrong. Actually, let's leave them on wrong. Let's put them on wrong when we need to. I think that's kind of cool to show people, right? Like, oh, you really think so? And make them take the test or something. But other than that, it's not really worth it. It's really, really not worth it. So I had been playing a little bit of this the other night, and so I kind of progressed a little bit through this. These are the Joy-Cons. We're gonna have to kind of be switching from hand mode or whatever because there's gonna be points where we're gonna have to undock the console in order to get it to work. Yeah, so this is gonna be fun. Here, actually, let me disconnect the. There we go. Disconnect the Pro controller for now, and then we'll go ahead and get started. But yeah, that's this too long didn't watch. Answer is no. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it. Unless you're a really very small use case, it's not going to be worth it. Also, this setup is not exactly ideal. The way I have this out right now, that some of my screen is blocked to me, so I'm gonna have to kind of look over at the main screen to kind of get an idea of what's going on. Yep. All right, let's hop on in there, and you're gonna see my somewhat completed, or at least my heavily progressed game. Because let me show you. Let's go back to the main hub because I got to the dock. Which I guess is kind of nice that the autosave feature doesn't make me go all the way back because there is some traveling to do to get back to the main section. That's right, I can run. I forgot I can run. It makes it a little bit better. Yeah, but look at all this fun I'm having just walking. All right, so here we are. This is the main part where you come in. If you pick your little character, you come up here, and you have to go around in order to progress through this game by finding these little stamp points that are right here. So this is the stamp point. This tells you like this is the left stick. So for every button, everything, you're going to have to like check it. Yep, that's the button. Get a stamp, get a stamp, get a stamp. Every little thing. I mean, every little thing. The little thing that punches out the Joy-Cons, the button, side buttons, everything. Then there's also these little quizzes. I show you how to do the mouse controls. Right. And there's all these little quizzes, and I'll save you a lot of the effort. And there are some interesting things. We'll kind of go through some of these that some convey some of the interesting things that we'll find along the way. Not all of them, but yeah. So yeah, you have to get all these things checked off before you can proceed on to the next part, which is the screen. Now, if it was just that, this would be a nightmare buy. All it was with that. Oh, and also every section has someone loses like a hat or a pair of sunglasses or something, and you return it to the lost and found. I don't know what this does in the long term, but maybe we can get through the game. I'm not going to have all the peripherals, so I don't know if I can progress through the whole thing. But yeah, that's what it is. Oh no, no, yeah. So yeah, every button you gotta go over here and do. So this is the one of the tech demos, which is again, you're not going to be able to understand. And I like putting these on backwards because they're kind of weird looking backwards. This game will allow you to sense vibrations. Okay. Find the strongest rumble. Again, you're not really going to know what it's like unless you do it yourself. Yeah. And then you get medals based on this. Missed by 7. You have to get like really on the nose in order to get all the medals for it, which yeah, see. But anyways, you get the idea. Is this something that's worth $10 to you? These little mini games like this, and these ones are infuriating, right? Some of them are actually kind of infuriating because they actually expect you to be like a CS:GO like professional player in order to have like these kind of like abilities to stay through this for like 30 seconds. It's kind of rough. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, and it's going to be impossible for me to do because I got most of my screen, a lot of my screen obscured. So, can we stay alive for 30 seconds? I don't know. Especially when the big ones start coming, then it's really hard. Okay, I can't go over there because that's the part of my screen that's obscured. Yeah. So I'm really at a disadvantage. I'm definitely not going to be able to do it now. You get the idea. Is this a game that's worth $10? It's not to me. It's really not to me. Yes, we get it. Was there anything else that was over here? No. So we can't go even inside this one yet. I don't think. Yeah. We got to finish the dock, and then we got to walk all the way back over here in order to visit that. So let's go over to the screen. So those are the two mini games or the tech demos that are over here. Like that's it. Oh, it's over here actually, isn't it? So once you go and you find all these little pieces of the game, then you can progress on to the main screen. This is kind of cool. You can skate around. It's not worth $10. Now, see this one. It's not going to let us do. So it's going to say like, hey, you need to have a monitor that's 120 frames. Yeah, see. There's no way for me to show you that. In fact, you're only seeing this is actually running in. I think it's running in 4K 60. I can only see 1080p 60, and then you're only seeing 720 30. So, yeah. So this one, this is a game where you have to take the screen off the dock. All right. Oh, that's right. We got to take it off the. Oh, come on. And then we'll maximize this one real quick. So, yeah. My chubby ass fingers can't fucking handle this. Oh, now my monitors are freaking out because. Anyways. So the Nintendo Switch 2 can register up to 10 touch points on the screen, which is kind of impressive for a touch screen. So it's going to want me to touch the blue. And it knows if you're sliding around. Oh, see, yeah. So my big ass fingers can't do it. But basically, the whole point of it is you got to touch all those little points. Which, again, is that a game that's do you feel is worth $10? I doubt it. Doubt it. Really doubt it. Uh-oh. Now my capture card froze. Of course, this is not my main monitor, so I have to flip it back over to my other monitor. This is a nightmare. This is an absolute. Oh, no. This whole thing is a nightmare, and not only that, but you're constantly having to do this throughout the entire game, even if you don't even. It's only even more a nightmare because I'm trying to screen this. Okay, so let's keep this open and move you over here because we're gonna have to do that a lot because the 4K capture for the Elgato thing is garbage. It's absolute garbage. It's garbage software, 100%. And we can. Okay. Now I can switch my monitor back over. Yeah, this is and so like let's say that you're playing this at home and you even have it hooked up to, let's say you have it hooked up to something like this kind of setup, right? And you got 4K, 120 hertz capture card or whatever, and a monitor that supports it and everything. You're constantly still gonna have to take it off the dock and put it back on, take it off the dock, and your TV is gonna start freaking out because there's certain things that it definitely wants you to noise reduction. What you do because you're gonna have to constantly pull this, pull it, put it in the dock because it wants you to access the screen too. By the way, this does not support HDR, and there's some HDR stuff as well. All right. Test, 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 test. I'm gonna make some other noise. Test, 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 test. Oh. Test, 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 test. Let's see how it sounds. It does a pretty good job doing noise cancellation, but again, like, is this do I need a $10 tech demo to show it? No. Most of this stuff could be available for free. I'm sorry. It is really frustrating because this would be like a really neat tech demo if it was just included with the system. But every time I touch this thing, I'm just like kind of upset that $10 was paid for this. But whatever, I'm fine because this is at the end of the day, this is content, so it's worth making at least a little bit of content, even though if no one sees it because it's a brand new channel. And this one, there is one thing I did think was kind of neat is that there's actually motion controls in the console itself. Whereas the Switch 2, anytime you needed to bring the screen, like the VR Labo headset or something like that, you had to include the Joy-Con with it, or at least a Joy-Con with it, because the Joy-Con, the motion controls are in the Joy-Con. But this actually doesn't. And when I tested this, we don't need to show it, but when I tested this, like, yeah, you can actually, it actually knew like what degree the stand was sitting at to the degree. There's also the inside of the controller. You got HDR rumble. I don't remember which one had the HDR rumble demo because I thought that was kind of neat. Yeah, so it's probably not gonna, I think this one's talking about the 4K, which I don't know why it's in the controller part, but whatever. Oh no, this is for of course, it doesn't look that great because we're not we're not in 4K. Oh, and it's crunchy in 4K. But you can see, like, how the the AI upsampling works. I mean, it is impressive what it's doing. I think it's even de-resing it a lot more. But you can kind of see how the UFO thing, how better that looks. It's kind of neat. Again, like there's a lot of things that are neat about the Switch 2. Why am I paying to learn for it? Paying to learn them. I should just know these things. If you wanted me to be like really wedded to this console, So this is more like more of a mouse game. This one was really kind of infuriating, but I did get the medals for it. I don't have 42 medals to try the super version of it, but yeah. Speed Maze. Yeah, I'm not gonna try to do it because I already got the 2 medals for this. But yeah, if you try to do it fast, it's really obnoxious. But yeah, you know how to use a mouse. Yay! There's some things in here that I'm just like, why? Now there is a map in here so that we can just kind of. I wonder if it'll actually. No, we have. Where is the one for the HD Rumble? Thing where it tells you the how it makes noises and stuff, which I thought was this actually is kind of neat. Oh, the tech demos. Yeah, there we go. Oh, you can actually fast travel. This is it. So the way the new Joy-Cons work is instead of having like a little motor that spins like a little weight, it actually uses magnets to shake the weight back and forth. And because it's a lot more precise. It's able to make noises. Now the original Joy-Con actually made noises. If you were in Mario Wonder, that was a good example. When you walked across the little note blocks, it would actually make the Joy-Cons play noises and go up a scale. But it wasn't that great. And then when you went up too far a scale, it would drop back down an octave because it couldn't hit those higher notes or lower notes. But yeah, so. I don't know if this is picking it up, but yeah. And one thing I don't understand why they wouldn't show on this is that you can actually, when you search for the controllers, it actually makes like a very audible noise. So, I mean, it can actually play pretty loud. So, I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't show something that more impressive that's built into the UI when you pay $10 for a game to learn how to do it. Nintendo, what are you doing? Yeah, all of this is just really frustrating. I'm sorry if I sound really frustrated. It's because I am. I'm very frustrated with this whole thing. All right. Super resolution, dual HD Rumble 2. Oh, I got to use in handheld mode. No, we're not even going to try doing this anymore. Really, because it's such a pain in the ass to get it back. And again, it's less of a pain in the ass if you're hooking it up to like a television or something. But still, like, I'm having to jump through hoops for Nintendo so that I can have fun. That is annoying. What is this for? The AB. Oh, this is how far I walked around it. Even though I got all the stamps, it's still not 100% because I didn't walk over every square inch of it. Fantastic. So we can't do that area. But at least we can fast travel. I just now learned you can fast travel. So here's how the quizzes work, right? The Nintendo Switch 2 AC adapter is pretty powerful, but the cable is thin. I'm interested. be detached. That means that when you want to carry the AC adapter with you, you can stow away both parts. Okay, cool. Small yet powerful. Nintendo Switch 2 AC adapter is much smaller than the Nintendo Switch 2. However, it can output a lot of power compared to the 93 watts compared to, okay, that's pretty neat. 60-watt adapter, that's pretty damn good. I should buy some of these and charge my phone with them. Actually, if they weren't more expensive than just buying an adapter that's similar wattage. Thinner. Oh, it's a little bit thinner. All right, let's take a quiz. Let's see how well I read. It can be stretched. It's detachable. What does the Nintendo Switch 2 adapter have more of than the Nintendo Switch? It has more power. How does the Nintendo Switch 2 AC adapter compare to the Nintendo? Okay, it's thinner and more flexible. Yeah, and so this one is one that honestly I couldn't tell unless I have to really sit up close to the screen to do it. But yeah, it's where you have to find like a single pixel on a 4K. Now I remember there was this YouTuber who I can't stand. Knowing Better, I think his name was, and he did this video about how 4K is garbage, and he had like the one little dead pixel in the screen for most of the video. And he was like, "Did you notice the dead pixel? Well, therefore, like you're not going to notice 4K." It's like, no, it's because you don't notice that. That's how finer quality the screen is. Like if you could see it, then that would be an issue because you could see a pixel on a 480 screen. You could see a pixel on a 240 screen, right? But you can't see one dead pixel on the screen. It's actually kind of show how detailed the image is and how your eyes can. So what is this one? What is this tech demo? All right. So what is the dock going to do? Each have a mouse sensor, which means it's possible for you to use the mouse controller with both of them at the same time. Here we go. Have fun splashing some water around. Let's do the water scoop. I have not done this, as you can see. Now, I don't know why this is in the docs section. Hold on, let's recalibrate. Oh, it's backwards. Okay. It's hard to see because my screen is a little obscured. Yeah, it keeps getting uncalibrated. Yeah. Yeah, thanks. I hate this. I absolutely do hate this. I really do hate this. This is not intuitive at all. Here, let's get ourselves a stamp so you can see what the stamp system looks like. Oh, there's not that many stamps in here. Okay. Wait, so okay, I see. They expect me to go down. They want me to take the elevator up and then go down the escalator. This one is the what is this? I have done this one, but I don't remember this. Oh, the echo generator. Echo, echo, echo. I'm a parrot. Squawk, squawk. I'm a robot. Beep, boop, bop, beep, 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 boop, bop, beep. I will say that the microphone in this thing is kind of impressive for what it is. I'm really reaching for compliments for the software, and it's not even the software I'm complimenting. Oh. Is that everything? No. So there's the AC adapter. So it's got a clamp. Am I gonna have one about the warning labels? Okay, nope. So wait, what am I missing? I don't know which one I'm missing. Yeah, that was for that, and that's right. Oh, here we go. Air vents. Where can we go now? Oh, we're gonna go see the camera that I don't own. Fantastic. Let's go see if it'll let me progress without a camera. I was told that I cannot. Yay. I really feel like I'm doing Nintendo's homework for them, though. I really do. And I'm paying for it on top of it. Yeah. It's going to tell me that you need a camera. Yep. Well, just because I don't get medals doesn't mean I can't progress. So I guess I can progress because all I'm having to do is just get the stamps. Oh, Feel the shapes. Yeah, feel the butt right there. Mm-mm. So that's how I felt it was through that. Some of the pointy tip. Cool. Really not interested in getting the 2 medals for this. Wow, 2 medals. Not bad. So, I mean, you are able to progress through this, I guess. So that's good. Even though I don't own a camera. No. No, thank you. Oh, a quiz. Why does it have a stand? Oh, I can't imagine. It's- There's 5. There's 5 points. Why I need to know there's a stand. Okay. Yeah, but I'm using my webcam right now. Thank you. And this camera actually does work with my Switch too. So there's that. But that's not all. How tall does it get? It's not. It's not really that tall. I mean, it's actually kind of tiny. Yeah, most cameras have that now. That's no biggie. This is not. I mean, it actually is a fairly decent for what you're getting. It's like $50 or something like that. $55. It's not a bad price for a webcam. Not gonna lie. All right, let's go do the quiz. Let's see how well I learned it. Disposable cameras. That'd be cool if you can buy a disposable camera for this. With watermarks. From a good angle. People's faces. Noise. Did I pass? Oh wow, perfect score, amazing. Wow. 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 Yeah, see, this is a lost and found item. Just can go and return. I don't know what else there is to this camera that. Oh, the clip maybe. Nope. Yep. Cable clip. So what's the other one then? Oh, yeah. Where did this down? So what am I missing? Jeez. There. Oh, there we go. Now we can go back to H. We're going to fast travel. Because fuck walking all the way over there. Now that I know I can fast travel. You should tell me what all these little capacitors do. Just trying to speed run this. This is kind of infuriating. I'm not gonna lie. So what is this for? Yeah. Nope. Not gonna take the dock out because that's a pain in the ass. Where's the battery thing? There it is. And the HDR rumble too. Yeah. So wait, they're gonna. I have to do all of this all over again. It's really kind of hard to show anything because so much of it like either requires me to take it out of the dock to have 4K support, which I don't have it on this streaming setup. I don't. My capture card does not support 4K or 120 hertz or variable refresh rates. So it's just kind of just whatever. And then you can't feel the rumble because you're watching on a live stream. As cool as some of it, kind of can be. This is another mouse control thing. Or is that gyro aiming? Joy-Con 2 grip, which I have. Oh, this takes me off of this thing completely. Okay. Let me go to the Pro controller. It has feet. Kind of. Okay, I guess it does sit upright. Okay, whatever. Oh, so annoying. That is so unbelievably annoying. I don't think there's going to be anything over here. Excuse me. All right. I actually do want to check this out. All right, let's try this out. Let's do some scraping. We're gonna scrape. Doing more work for Nintendo, scraping off their gunk. Wow, I can scrape gunk. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. No. Once was enough, thank you. Okay. Mm, we'll take the dog out. Thank you. Appreciate you. What am I missing? Oh, the other foot? Is there another foot? Yeah, of course it'd be another foot. All right, so where can I go now? Pro controller area. I didn't have to take this out. Even they know it's kind of it's kind of useless. Can we fast travel over there? No. Okay, it's over here. All right, let's get my Pro Controller out. D-pad. Okay. You're not going to make me go through all the rigmarole. So what is this? You're not going to be able to feel this, but I'm interested. Not $10 interested, but I'm interested. $400. 200. That's where my camera's blocking the screen. Strong 60 hertz. Yay, metal. It's kind of neat, but again, but again, okay. I will say this: the sticks on these are fucking amazing. They feel so good. They're just smooth. Yeah. Whereas I remember the other Switch 2 Pro controller would like grind dust after a while. It's kind of grindy. Yeah, it's light years better than the Switch 1 Pro controller. But I mean, the Pro 1 controller is pretty good. I still wish it would have like analog triggers, but what is this? Oh yeah, it's GL. It's also got back paddles too, if you're into that, which I'm not very into it. Yeah, so far there's have not been anything that makes me want to purchase the software. I did because I thought I'd make content, but if I knew I wasn't going to make content for this, I would not have bought this, and I wish I hadn't. Still wish I hadn't. Is that everything? What else am I missing? Yeah, that was the audio jack. How many am I missing? Just one? What could it be? What could it be? Oh, the NFC reader. Duh. All right, where can we go now? The steering wheel. Why? Why did you feel the need to include this? Steering wheel. Oh, okay. So we got a. No, I'm good. I'm good, actually. Thanks. I don't know why you just wouldn't have that. I don't know why you wouldn't already have that ready to go. Come on, Nintendo. Don't be lazy. This is definitely of all the Nintendo 2 Switch accessories that I could not possibly care any less about. It had to be the wheel that you included in this demo. I have to learn about the wheel. How many people are going to actually buy the wheel? How many people actually bought a wheel for the Switch One? Honestly, this is starting to feel like a chore. Yeah, it's going to be for using the steering controls. Where's the LED light indicator? There we go. As you can imagine, I don't play a lot of Mario Kart. What is this for? Be something interesting. You into a motorcycle? Not really. Oh, like okay. Well done. Wow. Look at me. Yeah, this game is feeling more and more like a chore every time I do this. The tech demos are like a little break. It's like, mommy, it's going to let me have a little juice box because I did a really good job wiping down the stove. No more quizzes. I'm done with the quizzes. Not at school. What am I missing? I'm kind of over picking up other people's junk. Oh, what is this? Is this it? Grip. Cool. Grip. Done. Fast travel is nice. This is the last one. Uh, but this is part of the console. Why would this be another area? Oh, I'm going inside. Okay. I'll say like you're gonna have a whole section just for the stand. Okay. Okay, this is getting neat. I think. We'll see. Actually get to see what it looks like inside. Yeah, there's that giant heat pipe. And I have seen some teardowns of this, and this is actually what it looks like inside. It's pretty good. Oh God. But we already did the brightness sensor. We already did the brightness sensor. on the outside, and we got to learn about it on the inside too. No, we're not going to do the swimming thing. Hell no. There's a way to get over there somehow. I need to know. Tell me how I get over there. There's another inner area. Okay. This is not anything. I'm over here. How do I get over here? I need to know. I see little stairs. There's got to be a way. Hmm. Oh, we already did that. Yeah. A lot of antennas. Antennae. It's gonna be, yeah, I gotta do tabletop mode. Nope, 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 nope. Must 100% game. Those are the air intake vents. Nah, not seeing anything about them. Okay, weird. Probably on the bottom side of it. We're not at yet. Yeah. Hey, I figured out how to get down there. I think. Jeez. Okay, I gotta go. How did I get over there? Oh, that's right. To the battery. Didn't walk around the fan. Yeah, you can get an idea. This is not exactly the funnest of fun. This is just me trying to be a completionist, sort of. Where's the thing for the fan? You're not going to tell me about this cool fan? Up there it is. Jeez. What could I be missing? Audio jack. Type C. There's no way for me to get over in that little cubby hole. Blocked off there. Okay. There we go. Yeah, now I can go inside. It just keeps feeling more and more like feels more and more like a chore every step of the way. Nope. We need to go to the USB-C area. Bottom USB-C. There we go. Now. There we go. Yay. Main memory. System on a chip. So these are the Nintendo ninjas going after people who are coming out with leaks and stuff. Really? Nintendo? Come on, man. Oh, the final quiz. I didn't do all the quizzes. All right. What is the name of the mechanism that attaches a Joy-Con 2 controllers to the console? Magnetic connector. Question number 2. How many USB 2? Question number 3. What is the name of the button on the Joy-Con 2 right that opens up game chat? The C button. Which of the following parts has a stamp that can be found? Has a stamp? Well, it's got to be this because it doesn't have any of those other pieces. They stop it from slipping. They help it move around. They steal its songs. Give it. Okay. I think all of these questions are going to be stupid answer, right answer, stupid answer, stupid answer. Which of the following is present on the Nintendo Switch 2 dock? No. An HDMI port? Yeah. What happens when you turn the slider on the Nintendo Switch 2 camera's privacy shutter? The lens is covered up. Which of the following parts has a stamp that can be found? Ooh, that's not. It's a stamp. Ooh. Is there like a cheat from Nintendo Switch 2 final? No. I really don't care. Nintendo Switch 2, Welcome Tour, Final Quiz. Answers. We're going to cheat. Oh, they don't have. Weird. Let me put Final Quiz in quotation marks because I can't find anyone. There's no one. There is no. There's no cheats. There's no guides or walkthroughs. Wow, nobody has it. Yeah, Game Rant doesn't even have everything. They're still building it, I think. They open up a new tab every time. That link, that goes to Welcome Tour, just goes back to the Nintendo Switch page. Welcome Tour. Okay. Damn it. I wish I had a real fucking keyboard. Ah, jeez. You can't hear the game audio? Let me try this. Oh, really? Well, it's just kind of music. Yeah, I can't share it with just audio either. Sorry about that. You're not really missing much. It's just kind of like bog standard music. Yeah, I don't know which one has a stamp on it. I'm gonna say it's a home button. I think it's the little stamp around it, whatever. What is located right in the middle? Nintendo Switch 2 logo. SL. Circular. Which of the following is located at the very end? What does that mean, the very end? Well, it's got to be a system of a chip. Oh. Okay. I think I know now. It's 2. I know that for sure. So the game chat, that'd be the C button. Because it doesn't have a Rumble Pack. It doesn't have a DS Rumble Pack. It doesn't have HD Rumble. It has HD Rumble 2. Question number 5. They stop it. The mouse feet on a Joy-Con 2 help it move around. You want it slipping. An HDMI port. Doesn't have any of those other things. Lens is covered up. I know that for sure. Has stamp to be found inside the left controller. Well, it doesn't have an A button. It doesn't have R button on the left one. It does have a capture button. Does not have a home button. So process of elimination. The Nintendo Switch 2 logo. Which of the following cannot be found on the Switch 2? Okay, so it has L and R buttons, has E and LR buttons, has G and LR buttons, does not have S buttons. For sure. It is a circular shaped. Definitely not a D shaped or a rectangular. Question number 12. So it doesn't have a C button, doesn't have rumble parts in it. There's no mouse sensors. It's got to be a system on a chip. 13. It's released in which it's got to be the Switch 2. Yeah, I passed. Okay, cool. Clapping. That's it. So, final thoughts. Even though you guys didn't get audio, whatever, you're not missing much. There's cool little mini games on here that are like fun for like 5 seconds. There's some of that are like infuriating because you got to be like, like a what do they call them? You got to be like an esports player to be good enough to fucking to nail it. There's some stuff on there that's kind of cool, like when your mom comes over. You're like, hey mom, try to. I don't get why you spend so much money on that Switch 2. You already got a Switch. Like, well, let me show you what cool stuff it does. You can show her some of the things on there, but like other than that, it's is that worth $10 to you? The mini games on here are not worth $10. They're just not. The tech demos are kind of interesting, not worth $10. As a whole package, maybe if you're like one of those people, like I just need to know like why they did all the choices they made, because there were some interesting choices that they made, then that could be interesting. This should have been a pack in 100%. This should have been a pack in. There's no exception for it whatsoever. There's no real interesting music. All the dialogue you have to read. There's nothing. There's just nothing fascinating about it. And for the most part, it seems like I was doing a chore rather than experiencing a game. That, it was basically like I'm going to school, but hey, we made school a little fun. Maybe. Again, if this was a free pack-in that was just like, hey, I want you to be invested in the system that you paid $450 for, then it would have been like cool. But it's not. It's just mostly just like you have to pay for that privilege of being invested in this console. Did it make me invested in my console a little bit more? Yeah. But you know what made me more invested in it was purchasing it. Going down to the store and purchasing it. That's what made it a little bit more invested. Yeah. It's really your choice. If you're one of those people that wants to know all that stuff, then maybe it is worth the $10. Overall, for most people, for me, no. But I mean, it was worth it to me to make content for it. But whatever. Now, if you really want to know all the stuff, I'm sure there's going to be guides put out that's going to have all this information on there that you can read in a more digestible tone. Yeah. I'm gonna say no. If I would have to give this game a ranking, then again, I'm not gonna 100% this thing. I'm just not interested. I'm really, I've gotten pretty going through this right now, and then what I was playing with the other day. I got my $10 worth, and I don't think it was worth $10. I'm gonna give this a solid 6 if it was free, but because I had to pay for the experience, I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 10. Nintendo, what are you doing? What are you doing charging this? What are you doing charging for this? This is not something you should charge for. Of all the things that I liked about this, that I like about the Switch 2, which I like the vast majority of the things about this console, this is not one of them. And had it been included in it, I probably would have found it neat. Been like, oh, that's kind of cool. I can explore the stuff. I also think 1-2 Switch should have been free, but at least this was not $50. I will give credit where credit is due. This was $10 at a time that they're charging $80 for Mario Kart. This was only 10. This was only 10. Yeah. And this was not only that, but like, I think it may have hindered my review score a little bit, just having to set up this thing, and it doesn't even work correctly because you can't hear the game audio because I'm using Restream. Had I just done like a proper stream with this stuff, you wouldn't be able to see this. And once I took it off the dock, and then it was a nightmare getting it to reconnect with the screen and everything again. It just even still, this was a very poor way of doing it, but it was like the only way that I could have done it. Sorry. The only way I could have done it was just this to have no audio, because Restream does not support window audio. You could just use my desktop noise, but it would have been fine. Yeah. So yeah, that's gonna be my final review. If this was free, if this was like a pack-in, it would have been a 6 out of 10. Because then I would have been like interested in all this stuff and I did learn a lot of stuff, and I'm probably going to go through and do some of the quizzes. I mean, not actually take the quiz, but just like all the little info stuff because I'm kind of curious about some of the things that they've done. But in terms of like, but I shouldn't have to pay for that. Should not have to pay for that. All right, this is not 1995. Should not have to pay for information anymore. All right, I'll wrap it up here. I'm probably gonna do some GTA streaming this week. Unless you guys want me to do Switch stuff, which if I do more Switch stuff, that's not Welcome Tour. It will have game audio, I assure you. Yeah, this is not great. Yeah. Oh yeah, and if forgot the final part. So yeah, 6 out of 10 if I didn't have to pay for it. 3 out of 10 if I that I did. 3 out of 10 that I did have to pay $10. Had it been like a proper release, like if it was like 1-2 Switch and it cost $50, I would have given like a negative score. I would have been down on this thing 100%. 100% down on this thing. As of right now, I'm like 50% down on this thing. If it would have been free, I would have been like 100% for it. Yeah. $10 is too much, Nintendo. Honestly, you should make an ambassador program for everybody who purchased this thing and give us something. Give us some store credit or give us some bonus. Give us Mario Paint on our Switch 2 or something. I don't know. Give us something. This is unacceptable. This is completely unacceptable. It really is unacceptable for them to be selling this. It's my honest opinion. Of all the great things that Nintendo does, in terms of like creative stuff that they do, they don't do a lot of other great stuff as a business. This is a great example of it. For all the great games that they make, this is just this. What were you thinking? I was already assuming that was going to be the case going into this thing. Now it's even more so. Like now I actually know. So yeah, this is bad. This is a bad luck, Nintendo, and it's a bad luck actually experiencing it. So I will talk to you guys later, worms.